Hey everybody, it's John McLeroy and we're back with you from the floor of NBAA's convention and exhibition. And I'm here again with Casey Barnes, the Vice President of the Orlando Economic Development Commission.
Great to see you again, John.
Yeah, likewise. And so, we began a conversation about the things that are going on in Central Florida. So let's talk more about that.
It's unbelievable. We've had success in every corner of our region, from Lake County, which is Tavares, America's seaplane city with Sea Ray, actually building aircraft and selling them to China. You don't see that every day.
No, not at all.
In Sanford, actually the Lake aircraft platform is coming back and it will be manufactured in Sanford, in our Orlando region.
Wow.
Signature Flight Support, most people don't know, they are headquartered in downtown Orlando. This year they bought Landmark Aviation for a couple of $1 billion.
Wow.
If they weren't doing well in finding the talent that they needed, you just can't pull something like that off.
No, definitely a lot of business going on. And what about out on the East Coast? What's happening that you know of out there?
Well, a ton of expansion and activity for aircraft and manufacturing there. Embraer, of course, with the Legacy platform, Harris, so many companies out there. And it just is a testament to the attractiveness of Florida overall, and especially Orlando.
Especially Orlando, definitely. And so when people get jobs and begin to move in and raise families around here, what's in it for everyone else?
Well, you want to make sure you have a community that supports everything. When you talk about an airport like Orlando International that's undergoing a $3 billion expansion, the ability to get from here to there in a great place to live is what it's all about.
And what about on the southwest side and things like that, where we're talking about Kissimmee and next to the Disney corridor?
That's always going to be an attractive location with an anchor like Disney. You want to be near that. I think there's some good things to come for Kissimmee as well. Keep your eyes open for that.
Well, we always enjoy, whenever I go to Kissimmee, watching all the P-51s, and they've begun some training programs out there with upset training, and we've talked to them about it. What other kinds of training programs? I know Orlando, specifically Central Florida, has been real strong in the training environment. What's going on there?
Well, gosh, Orlando is the #1 place for modeling, simulation, and training in the world. And on the flight training side, you've got flight safety, you've got SimCom, you've got AeroSim. Just about everybody who has a hand in the training side is going to do it. Lockheed Martin's building flight simulators in Orlando, designing, building, executing everything. So we've got the full spectrum here.
How about the universities? Where are they coming into the picture?
Well, they're producing the talent. So within Orlando, and 100 miles within Orlando, we have 500,000 college and university students.
Wow.
Including UCF, the #1 producer of graduates for the aerospace and defense industry. Hard to beat.
Definitely, that's quite the talent pool that's young and up and coming, I guess, as it were. And so how about, you talked a little bit about the manufacturing. I know that's always been a strong piece for the aerospace industry. So what's going on now?
Well, like I said, we have Lake Aircraft, which is coming back to the States and manufacturing seaplanes again.
It's been a while.
It has indeed. And of course, in Lake County, you've got Sea Ray doing manufacturing out there.
Have you taken a ride in a seaplane yet?
I haven't a seaplane, not in a Sea Ray yet, so
well,
that's on the bucket list.
Perhaps we can arrange that. I know a few people.
Okay. Sounds good.
Well, anything else that you want to mention? What's the Economic Development Commission working on these days? What's the #1 piece on your pie, in economic development? What's happening?
Just about anything in aviation is going to be targeted from our point of view, and we certainly want to encourage the growth of the entire industry, from modeling, simulation, and training to manufacturing to research and development to headquarters. We can accommodate all of those things in Orlando, and all of those industries thrive.
That sounds great. So whenever you're looking to develop a business in Central Florida, you need to come see Casey and talk with the Orlando Economic Development Commission. So that's it. I'm John McLeroy, and we'll see you again.
Thanks, John.